Hello, my name is C, and today I have an unboxing for you from Diamond Artisan. I'm actually super excited. I am so happy that these pieces released, and I bought them right away. So anyways, there's a third one in this collection. I've already purchased it. I just have to wait for it to show up. But we're gonna take a look at both of these. I will do a full run through of one of them and then a shorter version of the other. So here's the thing. Should I show you that hold on, we'll get there. You already know what I'm unboxing, but we'll get there. Okay, let me set one of these to the side and then we'll get started. By random chance, I didn't even look when I grabbed these. I just grabbed them. Anyways, the first one I have for you is Terrasen. I don't know the artist name. I just know that this is Sarah J. Maas licensed stuff for her. This is her Throne of Glass series. The box pretty much just has this on the front here. Of course, all of our information's there, but I'll chat about that once we get in here. And then the logo right on the front. Oops, sorry. So, in here, let's unroll this first. Okay. We are going to sit on the canvas. Oh, I am so excited. Oh, this looks really good. Okay, hold on. There is our full kit. Oh, this is gonna be such a fun little project. Okay, in here we have rolled up some double-sided release papers. You can use these instead of this plastic covering, whatever your preference is. So there's those. We also had a teeny tiny, I'm gonna call this our toolkit. It's a thing of washi, cover minder, and then some bag of baggies. Typically used for kitting up into or just storing extras. The washi tape is great for doing some, for outlining your canvas. There's usually a little bit of glue that goes over, so that could just cover that. Cover minder to hold back the plastic cover. Alright. Then we have our sticker sheet here. Ooh, 21 colors. There is that full artwork, which includes that like beige background there. It is a 50 by 75. There is two, I don't know what the L stands for, but I know that's an AB and that's a glimmer. What are you guys? We'll take a look. We'll take a look. As you can see, plenty of greens, some blues for that background, so it's gonna be really fun to work on. Any confusing symbols? Nope. I wouldn't expect there to be for 21 colors. Ooh, look at those color counts. A good amount of those specials too. Anyways, here's a quick look at that color palette. Again, lots of greens in there, some blues. On this, we have our skews, which actually matches the sticker sheet, and it's somewhere on this canvas here. I'll get there. And then one of two and two of two for our bag of diamonds. We'll crack into these in a moment. But on our actual canvas here, we have Diamond Artisan up at the top, including the link or the website and their Instagram. We have our legend on the side here, thumbnail of that image, and that skew I was talking about. At the bottom, we have another copy of that legend. And then there it is. The name of the kit, the artist, Danielle Sylvan. I might be saying that wrong. From Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, copyright 2012. And the size down here. So yes, all of this is legally licensed, both with SJM and the artist. So everybody is being fairly compensated. Oh, this looks amazing. Just to zoom in quickly, even like the letterings down here. Oh, okay. I'm going to zoom in for just a quick second. I wanted to talk briefly about color blocking versus the lack of confetti in this kit. So this is mostly color blocking, and by that I just mean, okay, sorry, minor interruption. But I was trying to show you the darker symbols. It's not going to work. It's doing some weird flashy things, so I just figured I would show you a different section. all of this dark or this green in here would be a really good example of color blocking. You have a large patch of the same symbol, where maybe something like this would be more confetti, a bunch of colors in a small section. But again, this kit is pretty much color blocking, which I think is really, really nice and suits the artwork beautifully. Yeah, this is like a real solid render. I love this. All right, I'm actually gonna go through the diamonds and pull out our specials here. Let me stop fiddling with this. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out our specials and then we can take a look at where they go. Okay, let's zoom right on in here. So first up, we have a glimmer, which is usually a bit trickier to see, but it is a white, this one's a white glimmer 3865. It usually has this like mica powder brushed onto the top. It gives it like this gentle silvery sheen to it. They're very, very pretty. So we have 4 bags of that glimmer, that white. Then we have Y5200. I would assume, like, there's no coating on this one, so I believe this is glow almost. Let me see. Hold on. I can't tell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's totally a glow. So, that's fun. Oh, boy, I wonder if that's the name. And then we have TL3348. This nice green, kind of crystally, kind of frosted looking. Very pretty. And AB701, a nice green. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. Is that iridescent coating that you see on the top that shine like the northern lights. So you'll see lots of blue, greens, some purples in there. But this one's pretty much blue and green. So very pretty colors. Let's quickly zoom us on out and take a peek at this. We are looking for, ooh, I missed a glimmer. Hold on. My bad, there was 2 glimmers. This is our second glimmer, a nice tealy green. You can kind of see that silvery shine on it. A very pretty color. Okay, now we're good. So we're looking for a smiley face, an arrow, a kanji, a person, and then that weird L thing. So, all of this cloud works up at the top here. Usually I show you all the diamonds, but because it has these little teeny tiny packets, it's really hard to get back in there properly without them exploding and then getting all of this back in the box. So I will say the squares look really nice. I will do a post review whenever I get to this, and I will talk about the quality of the squares later. But they look really good. I have worked on a square or 2 from Diamond Artisan before and really enjoyed it. Okay, next. So all of this cloud up here, like any of these whites, is actually that glimmer, that white glimmer. It's also highlighting along the mountains here. The entire face of this mountain is that darker teal glimmer. And then that AB is this bright green that you see all through here. It is this giant patch here. So that's that green AB. It continues down along in the sides here, and this whole like center river thing is also the white glimmer. Followed by, do I see? Oh, okay. I see where the other two are. Yeah, that pattern just pretty much continues. Again, that bright green is that AP, the fairy dust all in here. And then we get down to the bottom. The name is that white glow in the dark. And then To a Better World is that like frosted crystal looking one. So that'll be really pretty. I really like where the specials are placed in this one. I think they'll work out really nice for enhancing this. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. Okay. Throne of Glass is one of my favorite series. It's actually part of You Do Not Yield, actually came from that book. Or that series, I should say. So, it was one of the ones that got me back into reading. When I was really having a struggle, there was a few years where I just stopped reading books altogether. Was not interested in libraries, wasn't interested in books. And then I read Throne of Glass, and suddenly everything clicked back again for me. So, Throne of Glass holds a very special place in my heart. I read it just before I got into my library program. I now work in a library, so I can share my love of books with students and staff. So, Throne of Glass, very special place in my heart. Would I say it's my absolute favorite series nowadays? No. But I can acknowledge that it did a world of good for me. So anyways, I'm going to wrap up this one here now that I've rambled for a bit and grab you the second kit. So now that I've gushed about how much I love Throne of Glass, here's a series with characters I cannot stand. But how do I put this? I don't like Feyre, I don't like Rhys, I love Cassian, and I love Nesta. So anyways, I also picked up Velaris. And the Crescent City one, like I said earlier, is ordered and on the way, so I have the full set. Sorry, not on the way. I don't know why I said on the way. I have it ordered. But I was determined to get the entire set for this thing. I have a really cool idea in mind. We'll see how it works out in practice. But anyways, here's our washi tape and cover reminder for this kit. Oh, this one's just as pretty. Oh, I am so excited. Yeah, I have gone on many rants about Feyre and Rhys and this series as a whole, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Which, funnily enough, this also appears in this book. It's actually used throughout all three of her series. I just connected to Throne of Glass. Anyways, Court of Thorns and Roses. They put Mist and Fury at the bottom. The first book is Thorns and Roses. I'll be referring to it as ACOTAR from here on out because I struggle with those two words if you have not picked that up yet. Anyways. Oh, I'm really excited for this. This looks amazing. I mean, there's definitely more confetti in these color transitions in the sky up here, but fine by me. I'm good with that. All right, here is the actual artwork there. We have 2L, a crystal, 4 glimmers, and a metallic. Fun. I'm gonna guess, yeah, one is that frosted again, and another one is the glow in the dark white. So I'm going to pull those ones out after we take a peek at the colors. Again, purples and blues this time. Yeah, that'll be pretty. Let's find those specials. Okay, I think I found everything. Let's zoom right on in here. And I guess first up, we'll talk about this crystal. So crystal, see-through, glass-looking diamond. They give this really cool, well, I guess a crystal effect. I don't know where I was going with that. This is just your blank white. There's that glow-in-the-dark one again. The white once more, the white glimmer. We also have this really nice blue here. I love, this is probably one of the best colors that you can see that glimmer coating on them. It is so pretty. And then we have a kind of like bluey gray. Still, you can really see that coating. And a purple. I love this. And then you have that, a pale pink for that kind of like frosted crystal. I think that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know if it has a proper name. And then a metallic, so this one just shines like metal. And a bright silver at that. So, let's zoom on out here for a second. Set those aside. Do a little twist. And we will start at the top and work our way down and figure out where all those specials go. Cool. So the first thing that I can see, and I'm so excited, all these little white dots sprinkled in the background is that white glow in the dark. And then these 3 stars are the metallic. That's gonna be cool. Oh, I'm really excited for that. Followed by that purple glimmer is right in the background here. The blue glimmer is right in the background here. Ooh, and then you have the bluey gray one right here. So it is shaded like this. And they just move right on into each other. That's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a lot of glimmers in one spot, but it'll be pretty, I think. Followed by, what else? Oh, we're moving down. So all of this, the bright white in these clouds here, again, is that white glimmer. Oh, it's right on this mellow little piece there. Oh, that's also cloud. Then we have a couple more of those glimmers sprinkled, the white glimmers sprinkled in the background down here. And I thought I saw something else. No? No. More of that white glimmer actually reflected in here. And finally, the name, once again, is that glow in the dark, Velaris. And then we have the City of Starlight, which is that pink frosted crystal we'll go with. So, that is amazing. Oh, I'm so excited for both of these. I also really love the specials in this one. I think those are going to highlight beautifully. And especially since it's in those 3 stars. If that wasn't a special, I was fully prepared to do something with those. But yeah, oh, I'm so excited for these. I can't wait to see the Crescent City. I actually got that one as a round. Both of these are squares. I'm hoping that, well, I know that it's going to be a larger size, so I'm hoping that I can, like, if I hang them up, I could put the Crescent City in the center and have either of these on the sides, because these are cool tone canvases and that one's a warm. That's how it makes sense in my mind. But I can't wait to see what City of Starlight looks like, or City of Starlight, Crescent City looks like. Yeah. Anyways, I know it seems really silly to buy a poster for a book series that I don't like, but it makes sense in my head, and I actually really like the final book in the city, Silver Flames. I know Nesta isn't a favorite for lots of people's, but she is for me. Out of all of those characters, Nesta is my favorite, and there's just something so broken about her that I love and connect with. So, don't get me wrong, like, in the first couple of books, she really does suck. But in her book, I really like her. Anyways, I know it doesn't make sense. But anyways, enough rambling. Let me know Have you read any of these series? Do you like one more than the other? Do you think I am crazy for liking Nesta? I know some people do, and that's okay. I am a-okay with that. But anyways, I'm going to leave this one here for now. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, bye-bye!